in the cocoa sector. That's what I've said. That the idea of this is to tell the whole world that the NDC has a reform plan for the cocoa sector to make cocoa purchasing financially viable and the cocoa industry long-term sustainable here in Ghana. So one, they're going to support the farmers in kind. The quality control agronomy section are going to work hard with the farmers. Those farms that have been, galamseyed, and we have lost land, what they do is that they call something vertical expansion. On the same land, they'll look after the trees well, they'll prop it up well, give it fertilizer and other things. And in the end, we will have to get the same yield that we need to get. So on those ones, we need to let the farmers be at the center and know when government is coming around to help them to take advantage of the process that we are bringing in. Then we don't want LBCs to exploit farmers. So we have put the price at 2,587. Anybody who buys less than that, they must be able to relate that information to Cocoa Board or to any of us so that we attack that LBC. We don't want to underpay the farmers. Already I told you, we are paying more than we should pay, even from what we have agreed to do in the Constitution. We are now paying 130%. So we have to follow this financial viability plan and this long-term sustainability plan because one, we are faced with the problem of finance when it comes to purchasing the crop. And we are faced with the problem of galamsey when it comes to cocoa farm sustainability. So those two things which are on the heart of the government, we as citizens must gang up and support the government, support the Cocoa Board. Ofusu is chairman of the board. Why don't you like chairman of Ofusu? Look at his temerity, look at his demeanor. Or the Ukrainian nam. What he has said. Even he has been to the political religious institute far away, I think in Texas or Tennessee, for 2 years in leadership. He's doctor, is he not Dr. Ofusu? He has seen it all. He's a cocoa farmer. He comes from a rural area. By 29 years, he was DCE. Where the district in which he was DCE is Fantiakwa. It's a cocoa growing district. He understands cocoa. All these years, he has come along. He's part and leader of the reset of the cocoa sector. Solid personality. Then you come to Randy Abbey. I saw him, when I talk about him, they say, because he's my friend. Yes, he's my friend. He's paying you people. Now a Gamma is handling the cocoa sector. You think that cocoa is for other people? Oh, Alistair. It's a because they think that, it's only people. I'm a grandfather say do cocoa. I'm a lady. They didn't know the history. All they see is that their mothers and their fathers are cocoa farmers in some rural area somewhere. They don't know the genesis of it, where it was piloted. I can even go and show you some of the lands where it was piloted and it failed. I can show you the first farm that succeeded. I say I'm on a cocoa trail. I'm visiting all the 74 districts. I'm going to see what is happening there. This is my cocoa fire wall advocacy. I won't stop that. Because they cannot spit propaganda into the minds of the cocoa farmers and run away when they had 8 years and did nothing. And we are focused and we want to do something. They want to derail the thoughts of the farmers, not to come and accept our proposals and come along with us.
But your friend is also going around with them.
Who?
Your friend.
I'm not on prayer. That guy is my long distance friend though. Yeah, I made him look president, but after I've seen that that's his baloney. You understand? Yes. Now he has nobody to guide him. So he thinks that all the things is that baloney. You don't have to be serious with him. He does not have a cocoa farm. I'm saying here in Isawam, his cocoa farmers are suffering. You go and ask them whether he even has visited somebody's farm to help the person in pod cracking, even in his own constituency. I'm asking you, the Ofuasa Irebi, that MP, that boy, that Mataeko boy who is MP in Ofuasa Irebi, that Fanti boy who is MP in Achimland, ask him whether he has been to anybody's cocoa farm since he became MP to even help them to crack pods. Today is on cocoa toss, walking where? When they cracked the syndicated loan, why didn't he go and tell the farmers? When they refused to pay them in kind, why didn't he go and tell the farmers? When the cocoa stabilization fund crashed, why didn't he go and meet them in the farmers and tell them? Why didn't he tell them? When they failed to take advantage of the price, when they got to $13,000 per ton, why didn't Oponku Mine, Sir Frank, and not and other things, rush to the farms to go and tell the cocoa farmers, this is what we're doing to you, and this is how we're exploiting you? Much ado about nothing. Don't listen to them. Okay. They are much as empty as they look. Yes, that's what I'm saying. And honest cocoa farmers must not listen to such people. And America, Mugana cocoa from the Bunko to do Pamucho say, NDC, no, yeah, Frumano. Eye Chairman Rawlinson or no bar power back 1981 na cocoa na kan crashing ni ntumi fam makro mumpo beton e wotema oyi na atade he jacked up and went to the rural areas or crashing cocoa they be that chi no they took you load baby acquiring ye ukita pikas two from the nyoma she na kan into me mrakra ni into me ton cocoa no. He brought the reforms, the cocoa sector reforms in 1984. It was former President Rawlings who brought the syndicated loan in order to stop the noise in the cocoa purchasing system. We had a minimum guaranteed price throughout the system. There was peace in the cocoa sector. It was J.J. Rawlings, after we lost our farms in 1983, that used the trade mobilization, mobilization, D.S. Watson, his group. They went round, young people, they engaged them into cocoa farming. The head, currently the IFC, the one who the Financial Intelligence Center, the board chairman, is also a cocoa farmer. Find out at the time he was one of the people who J.J. Rawlings sent around the whole country to encourage people to go into cocoa farming. Currently, where Kojo Chumwafo is, his boss, the board chairman, he was a cocoa farmer. I remember him in the 80s, 83, 84, 85, reviving the cocoa farms that we lost in the 80s. J.J. Rawlings. Even let's compare, they say Kufuor did something in the cocoa sector. Let's compare what he did. It's minute. It's little percentage compared to what the NDC does for cocoa farmers.
Right.
And every time they want to take advantage of the little things. In America, no. Price nenye JM ne 30, enye NDC ne 30, enye Ghana ne 30. Despite the fact that Ghana ni Cote d'Ivoire, we have almost half of the percentage of the world market cocoa. We don't fix the price. The price is fixed internationally for us. And when it comes, we decide to pay a certain percentage. Into JM, on to me, into Sikano, so the Koto aeroplane. Listen very well. This one, I'll end on this one. J.J. Rawlings is a leader that you cannot take anything away from. Nana Kunedu Ajimai Rawlings is a leader that you cannot take anything away from. They were husband and wife. Am I lying? Now their daughter, she's demonstrating qualities of leadership. Is that not it? Leadership does not only come in politics. It comes in all facets of national life. That is why you have a National Teachers' Day to award the best teacher. The teacher who has shown leadership in the classroom across the whole nation must be rewarded. So if you have an engineer like Ibrahim Mahama, who is demonstrating leadership and understanding for his work, and he's rising to the top, despite the fact that his brother is president. Look at his country, look at him and what investment he has done in his time in engineering to get to where he has gotten to. Don't look at the shadow that his brother is president. What is his brother giving him for free? He works hard for everything that he owns now. Me, I've been close to him. He says that people have gone and they have gone to chop cocoa, and now I cannot go there again. Every week he used to give me money. Every week, Ibrahim Mahama, I'm telling you, unless I don't call him. Though I've lost the contact, I'm saying that you people still must buy Jacka cement. You understand? The guy will not do any corruption. Oh no, listen. He will not do any corrupting to take your money. He knows how to make money. He knows how to make money. But if you get close to him, you see that this guy, the brain is big. So that's leadership in the engineering sector. And that's the president's brother. Does it fascinate you? His brother is president. So he too can be on top of where he is. Yes. Okay. Yes. You understand? So he will not steal our money and take our money to go and buy aeroplane for EMP. EMP, they have their own investments. You see, they have won the mine. He has been there as laborer for 30 years. Is it fair to anybody? He was crashing the rocks and other things for the mining company to take the minerals away. Today, the mine has come to him. So if you are somebody's apprentice for 30 years, and the person is going, you cannot take over the job. I'm asking you, BB. Charlie, you fear no fear for you. So if he takes over the mine as the first Ghanaian who owns a mine and he's rich, because the money, our mining money does not stay here. Expatriates, they take it away by heart. They take it away. So if you find a way to get Ghanaians who are ready to mine and you give them the mine and they are doing their money stays here, do you know how buoyant your GDP will become, your national gross domestic product and your national product? It will grow in size. Internationally, you have backing, you have gold, and that gold that he will control, it will not be in the hands of foreigners, to be in the hands of Ghanaians. So the gold board is doing well. So please, let's leave the president to focus on his work. He will not steal from the cocoa farmer. He himself is a cocoa farmer. And he will never do that. He has been in power. He loved you people when he was in power in the first 4 years, what he did in the cocoa sector. He went back, sat back for 8 years. He has come back. I'm saying these are his reforms. This is the only thing that will block anybody from next time peeling off the cocoa sector like they did under Joseph Bayedu, Nana Akufo-Addo, Hakma Uswa-Dimai. They were all watching whilst cocoa board was being run on its belly. They brought in sacks they didn't need. They did cocoa extension. We have to pay 61 million every year. We owe $48 million for our sacks, which is at the port and is getting rotten. We owe plenty money. Legacy debts. We took 2.2 for cocoa bonds. We bought the cocoa, we went to sell. We didn't come and pay the people who invested in the cocoa bonds. What kind of management is that? We refuse to buy vehicles to support the cocoa sector. We're not giving the farmer what they deserve in terms of kind payments and other things. Today, power has left your hands. And things are being properly arranged in the cocoa sector. You let us have our peace of mind. We will not stop. As for that propaganda, it won't work. We will fight to the end. And those people who are on the trail, all of them, luckily, I met them at the University of Cape Coast. He was there too. What's his name? Opon Kruma. He was there. He was my junior. When I was in final year, I came to first year. As for Penyo Marking, he was a big pitcher. I'm not on play. I made him look president. You should come and deny it.
Wait.
Which of them? So all of them. I mean, Anta. Which of them? The free guy. I know all of them. When we were in school, they tried to portray themselves as angels, getting political power. Look at what they have done. No, the cocoa sector.
Alistair.
If we don't punish people for what they did in the cocoa sector, I'm telling you, 2028 will be a difficult time for our party. The cocoa farmers are watching us. We have accused them. We have accused those people on the Machado about nothing tall of stealing and peeling the cocoa board. Look at how they collapsed PBC. When they came, we were buying 30% of the crop. By the time we were going, PBC had gone to court. They were selling everything that belonged to PBC, including Golden Bean, including their share nut factory in Bupe. Is that fair to anybody? So that you run the cocoa sector down, do it free for all.
Hold your horses.
All right, so this one here says, hello, BB. I beg, I want to meet the man in the studio, Alistair Nelson. I beg, Hadi Ablekuma, you gave me your number.